I want my audience to know I'm speaking to U.S. Air Force veteran and National Senior VP of Paralyzed Veterans of Americans, Tammy Jones. Tammy, thank you so much. Love you being here because I've got some great questions for you. Can we start with what are the common challenges that women with disabilities face when it comes to access to health care?
Some of the challenges we face range from arriving at a facility and not being able to get in the front door. You know, we get there and there's not a ramp or there's not a curb cut to get up to the ramp. So, you know, the challenges start there. And if we are able to get into the facility, can we get back to the treatment room? Can we get back to the exam room? Is the exam room large enough for me to get my wheelchair into? Can my caregiver join me? Is it big enough for that? You know, and then also does the exam table go low enough for a person to be able to transfer from her wheelchair over to the exam table? Those are some of the physical challenges that we face. Another challenge that we face is the perception that the medical community has. They tend to see our disability first. They don't see the full woman picture. They don't see the woman first. They'll see the disability, and that can kind of taint the view of them as to see us as women.
I'm so glad that you shared that. I don't have any disabilities at this point in my life. You never know how your life is going to change. But one year I hurt my leg. I can't remember what I did with it. And I could not walk like I normally did. And I found so many barriers just in having that, from trying to go through those revolving doors to the door on the side being too heavy for me to pull.
Yes.
Trying to get to the bathroom where someone had taken up the largest stall and trying to use the regular stall. And so
yes,
I'm just letting you know I have seen through your eyes, and it's quite frightening.
It is frightening and frustrating. Those are two very good, unfortunately, very good words to describe.
This is Cancer Breast Awareness Month, and the Paralyzed Veterans of America, you guys have a campaign you're launching that's critical, talks about the critical issues. Can you tell me more about that?
Proudly, yes, ma'am. We are honored to have Miss Hannah Storm join us in our campaign this month to highlight, to bring awareness to the facilities that need to be accessible, the equipment that needs to be accessible, to bring awareness that women with disabilities deserve the same health care that a woman without a disability has, you know, that it has access to. We also want to empower women with disabilities to speak up, to say enough is enough, that she does deserve accessible health care, just like any other woman.
You brought up Hannah Storm. Are we talking about Hannah Storm, the sports journalist?
Yes, ma'am. The one and only. We are very honored that she's an ambassador with PVA, and we're just very pleased to have her speaking out with us.
What can other women do, or anybody can do, to support the fight for accessible health care for women with disabilities?
We would love for you to join us in the fight by going to pva.org and signing the petition that we have there to help us educate and make the medical community aware of that women with disabilities deserve the same health care access that women without disabilities have.
I'm going to ask you something off script. When this office in the land telling us that they're going to take away our Affordable Care Act, do you think that affects you guys and what you're going through?
You broke up in that question. I'm sorry, hon.
The Affordable Care Act, if it goes away, will that affect you?
Most definitely, ma'am. I believe it will affect women with disabilities big time. And
well, I'm speaking to all women, and I think it affects all women. I think it affects all Americans. And, you know, we have to get behind finding ways to keep what we have because what we have is just basic baseline. We need more than what we have. As we go through this awareness month, what is the thing you want to leave the audience with for them to remember, and where do they go and get more information?
Yeah. I would like for them to remember that it could be your mom, it could be your daughter, it could be your niece, it could be your aunt, it could be your next door neighbor, it could be your best friend. Join us with the fight at pva.org so that every woman has access to the health care that she deserves.
Tammy Jones, I want to thank you for your service and for the United States Air Force and America, and thank you for being on the Valder Beebe Show. It's been an honor.
Thank you, ma'am, Valder, very much.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe, host of the Valder Beebe Show. We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBeebeShow.com and YouTube.com/ValderBeebeShow. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to YouTube.com/ValderBeebeShow and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.